Richard, anything new on the insurance front that people need to be aware of? Obviously, this is the time of year when people kind of do their year-end review and they start to shop around and kind of plan for the next year. I think that's always something we always recommend to people.
Yeah, absolutely. If you haven't looked at your insurance policy in a couple of years, things have changed. Lots more companies have come into the market, which is a good thing. The way you're going to find the best policy at the lowest price is by competition. And if you've had the same policy for the last 10 years, like many people do, 10 years ago there weren't that many companies in the state of Florida selling homeowners insurance. So you might not have what's best for you right now. There might be a lot more options that are going to be available to you at a much lower price. So definitely call your agent or do a little bit of shopping around and see what's available out there. We get calls all the time, and I hear from other agents and other customers all the time that, oh, my agent is looking out for me, and he'll let me know if there's something better out there. And what you need to know is that the typical insurance agency probably has between 2,000 and 5,000 customers.
So it's hard for them to really keep an eye on your policy unless you're reaching out and asking.
Exactly. If you're waiting for them to call you to let you know that there's a better price out there, maybe it might be a good time for you to be proactive, right, and reach out to them.
I'm just curious about this, but what is the general timeline on how long someone stays with a homeowner's insurance carrier before they switch? Like, obviously, statistically over time, over decades and decades, people stay in their home 7 years. Mm-hmm. Well, how long do they stay with their carrier?
Well, and that depends on how much business they do with that agent. The statistics show that if all you do is you buy one insurance policy from your insurance agent, then you wind up staying with that insurance agent somewhere in the neighborhood of about 4 years.
Okay.
But if you now bundle your auto insurance with that same insurance agent, then all of a sudden it jumps up to about 6 or 7 years. Okay. And each time you purchase another policy through that agent, the longevity of how long you're going to stay with that agent. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to stay with
same carrier, the agent.
Yeah, right. Carrier for the home and the auto and all that, but you're building a strong relationship, and you should build a strong relationship with your agent, and that way they'll get to know a little bit more about you and what's best for you and how to properly insure you.
Awesome. And obviously, like I mentioned before, this is the time of year when we always encourage people to kind of shop around, for your providers.
Absolutely.
Get some different quotes, see what else is available. People, naturally, it's kind of something people plan for as a New Year's resolution. So it's time to start doing it now. Look at, what you have for insurance, what your coverages are. Maybe your net worth situation has changed. Maybe you're making more money now. Maybe you need more coverage or less coverage. Or
not only that, it's not hurricane season right now.
Correct.
So
look at it buying hurricane and flood coverage.
There's a lot more companies out there that have their doors open and they're going to welcome you in as a new customer, as opposed to if you're shopping around in July and August.
Right. Yeah. So, and we're going to talk after the break. A couple of things I've got coming that I'm going to talk about. If you're someone that's thinking about selling your home next year, and you want to avoid some things during the holiday season to prepare you for selling your home, you want to tune in to our next segment. We're going to talk about some holiday splurges to avoid if you're hoping to sell your home next year. So stay tuned, and we'll be back after a quick break here on the Duncan Duo Show.